Hello, keyboarding 8 students. This is Mrs. Pancoke. Welcome to Chapter 2, Connecting to the World's Information, and Lesson 7. This chapter is all about computers, the internet, how we search, and also a little bit of digital citizenship. Basically what page 43 says is that computers have integrated themselves into all aspects of our lives and society. From Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, they have changed how we connect and communicate with each other. In this chapter, you will think about how technology affects people's daily lives. The internet has affected society greatly in recent years. You will learn to search for and find information on the internet. You will also learn about ways of using the internet as a good digital citizen. All right. This lesson has 3 objectives. First objective is studying the history of computers, describing how computers improve productivity, and consider how computers are a part of everyday lives. Later in this lesson, you will have the opportunity to work with a partner, but let's first talk about the history of computers. In your book on page 44, you'll see a picture that shows what some of the early computers look like. They were very large and heavy. Some of them took up entire rooms and weren't very mobile. Early computers could also only do very basic operations. For example, they could add, subtract, divide, and multiply. They could do these tasks many times faster than a person could. However, they were painfully slow compared to today's computers. Advances in computers came slowly at first. Once computers had a way to store information, the demand for them grew. People started building smaller computers in 1977. So in the 70s, 70s and 80s was kind of a big time for computer development. And Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak invented Apple computers, and Bill Gates invented software for the PCs. And then it says in the 90s and 2000s, World Wide Web developed, which is the internet. PDAs, they were personal device assistants were introduced, tablet computers were introduced, the first iPhone was released, and also Google was invented. Recently, we've had more things like iPad, a supercomputer won Jeopardy, Windows 8 was released, internet was connected with TVs and tablets, changed TV and movie viewing habits, and things will just continue to change on from there. As time has gone on, things have gotten faster, smaller, and more powerful, such as your TVs, your phones, and our Wi-Fi. So for 7b, it says how computers improve productivity. People worked and lived for thousands of years without computers, so why have we become so dependent on them now? The simple answer is that computers help us get more done. They increase our productivity. Productivity is a vocabulary term, and it is the measure of how much work can be done in a certain amount of time. You will get to work with a group of 2 to 3, and one of your group members needs to take notes, and you guys are going to list or answer the following 3 questions. How do computers make people more productive? Listen, explain your ideas. How can computers make people less productive? And can you get along with a computer, cell phone, or digital tools? And then what I want you to do is to type those answers up on a Word document, and then you are going to share your ideas with another group. Okay. And then the third part, 7C, how computers are a part of everyday life. So I want you to go through and read pages 46 through 47, and then you can work with that same team, and you are going to answer questions 1, 2, and 3. And well, 3 is to list your ideas with another group in your class. So pick a different group this time, and you're going to talk about your lists that you've made as in your group. Good luck, and I hope you enjoy working with your groups.